What is up, guys? I'm Williams, aka TheSwolefessor, here to educate you on health, fitness, social well-being. And right now, guys, you are seeing clips from my lower body intensity day 2 days ago. And after this voiceover, it's going to go into my workout from yesterday, which I kept raw for you guys. But as these clips are playing, guys, showing you like my warm-ups and then my top sets and back down sets for my squats and deadlifts, I just want to talk to you guys about something that I feel that I actually kind of myself forgot and therefore felt it would be a good reminder for those of you watching. And that is the importance of perspective when it comes to your training. And really, this is something that can be applied to anything in life from the context of social well-being. But the power perspective is so great, guys. Like in the sense of right now, I'm at a point where things are actually going really, really well. You guys are going to see from how my warm-ups are moving, even how my top set goes, that despite where my fatigue levels are at and the fact that we're kind of trying to get my fitness back on point while keeping the fatigue from, getting too extreme, even though those two are connected. And like I said, Brett and I will be doing videos later this week going over how that connection works. The reality is I'm in a really good point right now. The numbers that I'm hitting for the amount of reps that I'm hitting at the lower RPEs that I'm hitting them at is awesome. But you guys are just going to see, probably, especially if you even just pay attention to my face, like in some of these clips, like when I rack the weight, my head's just not in the game. I was even talking to Brendan this day, talking about how I was just feeling pretty apathetic towards my training. And granted, this type of stuff happens, like with anything you do, guys, you're going to have highs and lows. You're going to have times where you maybe don't really feel like doing it. And yes, that's where the importance of discipline comes in to get in there and put in the work and we don't feel like it. But for me, it goes beyond that. It goes beyond just being disciplined to go in there, because I'm the type of person where if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then I'm just not going to be as productive with it. And I think almost everybody can say that about anything that you do, right? When you have a positive perception about something, you're going to be more productive with it. Even though everything's going well as far as my numbers, even though I'm in a really good point to be lifting the weights that I am this far out from my meet. I think I'm still 12 weeks out from my meet or so, and I'm hitting numbers that usually I wouldn't be getting to until I'm really deep into the peaking process of preparing for my meet. I just haven't been enjoying it. And aside from not enjoying it, I've just been kind of beating myself up for not being where I quote unquote felt like I should be. And that's where perspective is important, guys. Like this entire day, I got through the workout, I did everything I was supposed to, but I just was over it. I did not feel like, training for the rest of this week. But what I did was I went home, and for the entire night, I just started going through my Instagram clips. I started looking at how far I've come, looking at where I was even just 2 or 3 months ago to compare to where I am now. And it just reminded me that, dude, you are killing it right now. You were in a really good spot. And literally just kind of got me back in that right headspace of, man, you know what? You can't always control how you feel in the gym. Even when your programming is on point, even when you understand the things that I do as far as fatigue and fitness, even when you know why your body's feeling the way it is, it doesn't matter if your perspective is incorrect. Things can be going really, really well. And if your perspective is negative, if you're just not really having your head in the game, then you're not going to enjoy your sessions and you're not going to get the most bang for your buck out of them. But even if things aren't going as well as you want, but you're going in there with a positive mindset, pushing things as hard as you can, within reason for what you're supposed to be doing for that session, you're just going to feel better as a whole. And I just want to remind you guys to do that, not only with your training, but everything in life. You can't control everything that goes on in the gym. You can't control everything that goes on outside of it, but you can always control your attitude towards those things. And I know for a fact that the reason a lot of my sessions lately just haven't been as good is because I haven't been focused on the mindset that, every set, every rep counts towards what I'm building towards. I've been too focused on looking at things from individual session to session. Oh, I don't feel good this session, or oh, I don't feel like I'm hitting what I want to for this session. When in actuality, I'm over here hitting little mini PRs. That top set on squat was 391 pounds for a triple at RPE 7.5. And then my top set here on deadlifts, which you guys are going to see in a second, I hit 485 for a double at RP6. I think the most I've ever hit for a double at RP6 was 480. And back then, that might not have even been true RP6. That honestly might have been a little bit overshot. But this time around, it was a nice, smooth, easy double for an RP6. And it's that's the mentality that I'm trying to get back at. Just enjoying the process, really getting back to enjoying everything, regardless of how I'm always feeling, just getting my mind back on point. And you guys are going to see in the next few raw clips from my workout from yesterday just what type of a difference that makes. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that. Hope you get where I'm coming from. Hope you got a little bit out of that, and just remember that you always have control of your mentality. So no matter how things are going or how good or how bad you're feeling, choose to have a positive perspective, because in the long run, you're going to benefit from that far more than whining, complaining, and beating yourself up. But yeah, that's all I want to talk to you guys about with this voiceover. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, so you guys just saw workout clips from yesterday. I'm sure I talked to you about how I was feeling yesterday, but now I got the mindset right again. I'm actually about to head to the gym right now, finish up my client calls this morning. Brennan just finished up his. We're going to be heading to the gym, going to be taking you guys with me, just showing you that your boy is feeling good, that the mind is right and the body has to obey, which is probably like one of the most unscientific things I've ever said. But no, it's going to be a good session. And while we're doing that, I believe Brennan and I are also going to be recording why we believe the pin lay row, a video over why the pin lay row is actually way superior to the barbell row in our opinion, on his channel. So be on the lookout on his channel for that as well. But yeah, see you at the gym.
Move that shit, come on. More legs. I thought you were gonna do more reps. No, you're good.
Alright guys, I'm feeling great right now. 275 was probably my last warm up and it flew. So I have 286.6, so 287 on the bar right now. Gonna hit that for my top set of 3, the RP7. And the thing is, you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the channel, that out of everything, bench has been feeling the worst right now, but it's feeling really good. And like I said, objectively, everything is moving well anyway from the standpoint of the workload that I'm doing this far from my meet, considering all the fatigue and fitness. And like I said, I'm gonna dive deeper into how fatigue and fitness are related to each other, because in order to bring up fitness, you're also gonna have to bring up fatigue as well. And I'm gonna be breaking that more down later this week in the video with Brendan. But the biggest thing, guys, is even when you understand all that, even when you objectively know things are going well, when the numbers are going well, when the weight's moving well, when you know you're approaching everything from a very practical approach, it doesn't matter if you're not right up here at the end of the day. And that's with anything, right? Like, you are always going to be more productive and get more benefit out of everything you're doing when you take the time to just adjust your mindset up here and really appreciate what you're doing, enjoying it. I'm really getting back into that mindset of, hey, every rep counts towards what I'm building towards. Every set counts. It doesn't matter if it's intensity day, volume day, technique day. It doesn't matter, because it's all building towards my goals. And I'm just doing better because I'm feeling better up here. Even if my body's not quite where I want it to be, everything's still just moving great. So let's see how this top set goes.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so that was definitely closer to an RP 7.5, but I am not mad about that at all, considering the fact that my set of 4 last week at RP7 was with 260, and that this week the set of 3 at RP7 was 286. I'm happy because just like with my squats yesterday, I'm closer to what my load should be for the RPEs. Not to take away from the calls that I made last week where I definitely went a little bit lighter, because on those days, that's what was being true the RPE required me to do, to pull back a little bit. And that's the whole purpose of the RPE system. You can't get too caught up with falling in love with specific numbers based upon RPE. Like, just because 400 for a set of 3 on squats is usually your RP7 doesn't mean it's always going to be. So you have to accept the fact that on certain days, you may have to do less than that. On other days, you may be able to do a little bit more. But the point is, for me, what's going back to ring finger, which is a longer range of motion, even though I'm definitely stronger with it, it's still taking me some time to get used to that longer range of motion, since I was at middle finger and even played with max grip for a little bit. So I'm really happy with how that moved, and now we're going to kill these back down sets. Come on, move weight. Guys, so my camera is actually about to die right now, which is perfect time because all I really wanted to show you guys today was my bench and the difference in my mentality. You guys have already seen the accessory work from this day if you watched my video like 2 videos ago. So, gonna call this video to an end right here, but Brendan and I will be recording the why we believe the pin lay row is superior to the traditional barbell row today. And like I said, it's gonna be on his channel or my channel. If you're subbed to both of us, you won't miss it. But yeah, guys, that's much for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go leave a comment down below, let me know what you did. If you're not, leave a comment down below, let me know what I can get better. Like the video, share, subscribe, keep it simple, specific, scientific. I'll catch y'all later. What you looking at, Brendan?